Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are no longer on speaking terms, and that's according to a new report.
And I don't want to let a mistake get in the way of me wanting to try something new.
It crossed my mind for sure that, well, look, my responsibility to my children is the highest responsibility I have. So
it seems like Ben Affleck is ready to move on and is aiming for a fresh start, but this time he is opening a new chapter in his life, much closer to his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner. Yes, you heard that right. And now fans are saying Ben is making an effort to disassociate from Jennifer Lopez after they divorce. Rumors between them are getting bigger and bigger. And by the looks of it, it's not going to stay as a rumor that long after sources close to the couple mentioned that Ben and Jlo are slowly but surely processing their divorce. They are taking it one step at a time. From selling their multi-million-dollar marital home to looking and purchasing their houses, fans believe that there is no hope to get Bennifer back on track. However, while Ben is reportedly at peace about the decision, J.Lo is the total opposite. In fact, reports are saying that she is fuming, and it seems like she is still trying to pick up the pieces to fix their marriage. You guys should buckle up because we are going to debunk this mess. Let's get started. So, the internet had been buzzing after reports about Ben and J.Lo's alleged secret divorce made the rounds online. I mean, this news has been going around for months now and people just want answers. However, Ben and J.Lo have been keeping it low-key and have never really addressed the issue. Expect when J.Lo was confronted about the divorce during a movie press conference. But even then, J.Lo's statement was pretty confusing and didn't even help clear the air. I mean, it's a simple yes or no answer, which is why a lot of people think they are no longer together and are just waiting for the right time to announce it. Remember, J.Lo dropped a couple of big projects earlier this year.
Like taking my hair out like this. It reminds me like when I was 16 in the Bronx, running up and down the block.
This was the movie and documentary that fans ultimately called cringeworthy.
I understand that you're trying to milk this whole, I'm humble, I'm from the hood. This story doesn't really work for you anymore.
So imagine if they announced their divorce during that time frame. It'll be a complete disaster for J.Lo. And I think we can all agree that she doesn't want that, especially after she had to cancel her tour because of low sales. Well, the reports were saying that was the reason, but then J.Lo came forward and said she wanted to spend more time with family to maybe fix her marriage and decided to cancel her tour dates. I guess that was not enough because reports revealed that Ben has finally moved all his things out of their marital home and has purchased a new house for himself. Ben did not move in alone because it was reported that a lot of people spotted Jennifer Garner in the new house.
ZT, Ben really likes his new home and feels hopeful about the change. He wanted to move and be closer to Jen Garner and their kids to make co-parenting easier.
Now, things are really getting more interesting. Unless you are living under a rock, it's impossible not to know that Ben recently bought a property in Los Angeles. Yes, like a permanent new home, not another rental or anything like that. As a result, buzz on the street says that he is attempting to eventually settle down in another location, this time no J.Lo. As you know, we're finally moving on. And before you think it's too soon to assume they're separated, TMZ has exclusive information that may change your opinion. Okay, as I mentioned, Ben recently purchased a home. This means he's leaving his Brentwood rental and moving into a permanent residence where he'll most likely stay till God knows when. But he is absolutely moving there permanently.
Ben Affleck has hit a breaking point with Jennifer Lopez and has moved out of the home.
Remember when there were reports that he took all of his possessions from his and J.Lo's house? When the news surfaced earlier this month, many assumed he went there to restore their marriage. You know, maybe rekindle their love after living apart for months. However, J.Lo was not at home. She was somewhere else. For example, this occurred during J.Lo's vacation in Europe. So he presumably made sure the other person was not present so he could grab his belongings in peace. We'll get to that later. He apparently planned the huge relocation before leaving their home for his Brentwood rental. They're finally getting a better picture of what's going on now that the parts are starting to fit together. Let's just say there are two teams at the moment. Those who think Jen and Ben will get back together and those who do not. Just like this person who wrote, "I don't believe JG would ever go back to Ben. She knows all his faults and she knows he secretly was in love with that J.Lo behind her back that led to their divorce and he cheated on her. That's too much pain to go running back to. Ben blew it. I would never trust a man that did this to me. If his love was actually genuine, you would never know it, so he can't be trusted." And then there's this person who thinks otherwise, saying if this is true, JG JG is a doormat. Ben triangulates these women, he's toxic, and JG is an enabler. However, there's another angle to this story. It seems like J.Lo is fuming, y'all. I mean, she had been trying to keep a calm image, making people think she is keeping her cool throughout this entire ordeal, but it looks like this is just a hoax. Recently, Daily Mail reported that the singer has been left furious and humiliated by her split from husband Ben Affleck as he delays filing for divorce in a bid to protect her. First, why is J.Lo angry? And second, why is Ben even delaying the filing of the divorce? Like, it doesn't make sense. I mean, J.Lo had been trying or reportedly trying to fix her marriage, right? She even got a little bit defensive when a reporter asked her about it during the press con of her movie.
You know better than that.
Fine. Don't come in here with that. Thank you so much.
And then there are these reports suggesting that she desperately wants Ben back. So now that she basically has more wiggle room to maybe talk to Ben and settle their differences, she's reportedly fuming. On the other hand, Ben had always been the one who looked like he was completely over with the marriage. There had been tons of instances when he would be photographed looking annoyed around J.Lo. There are even these fights that were recorded on camera, may it be on their car, on the red carpet, or during a literal award show.
Yeah, I gotta go. All right, mom, it wasn't the actual devil.
Which is why fans were surprised when it was revealed he is holding off the divorce filing. Well, Page 6 explained that Ben is only trying to project J.Lo and that they are not on speaking terms anymore. Okay, you better take a seat because this one is bumpy. So, according to an insider, J.Lo believes that Ben had humiliated her because she made a big deal that he's the love of her life. They just had 2 weddings 2 years ago. This is some kind of a record. They're not young kids. Jennifer is also reported to be devastated by the divorce, which involves both of their children. Now, the kids are in the picture and fans are a little skeptical about it. Like, is this because Ben reportedly moved closer to Jennifer Garner to make co-parenting their kids a lot easier? So far, neither parties didn't comment on the matter. Even their reps are tight-lipped about the entire fiasco, which honestly just makes things worse for the two. If only they made a statement a lot earlier, then this thing wouldn't become one of the most talked about divorce. And then at one point, J.Lo's previous marriages are also brought up. Like, a lot of people think J.Lo needs to get help, especially since her luck with love and marriage is almost non-existent. There's even an online debate about whether it's J.Lo's fault or her ex-husbands are the ones to blame. However, cannot answer that question just yet, but one thing is for sure, there's a decent amount of people who think J.Lo should assist herself. One fan wrote, "J.Lo doesn't seem to fall emotionally in love with someone. She just acquires things she wants. People are not things, and that is why it never works out for her." While another added, "J.Lo trying to hold on to Ben, that's why J.Lo changed the way she dressed, starting to remind me of Jennifer Garner. J.Lo trying to outdo Jennifer Garner. J.Lo picked that house just to move far from his ex-wife and kids, so okay, this one might be a little far-fetched, but who knows, right?" So far, there's no comment from all the parties involved, and everyone is just waiting to finally hear the confirmation they had all been waiting for. And it's been a long time coming, so hopefully they realized it's better to clear the air and move on. But what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next video.